So, since we talking about well, I'm gonna hop off the subject. We was talking about sports earlier. I know we talked about this subject earlier, off air or whatever. But last night, Gervonta Davis beat Rolly.
Let's go, Tank.
So double barrel. So yesterday before the fight, what did I say, man? Did I say anything? Did I say, because every time a fight happens, me and Double Barrel, we always go back and forth and say what round we think is gonna end, right? So
Mm-hmm.
yesterday I told Double Barrel,
Wait, were you both going for Tank?
oh yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
Tank,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean,
I fuck with Tank.
that's my boy, Double Barrel. So what did I say?
I think
I
you
said
said like the seventh round. You said he was gonna take him down 7 or the 8th.
6 or the 7th. Don't try to do me. You don't try to do
I
me.
think it was
Wow.
7 or the 8th. It wasn't a low 7. It was a. You was
Nah, I said,
highly confident about that 7. You was
I
like
should,
seven or the 8th.
I should
hey,
have
Because I
recorded.
said the ninth. I said the ninth or the 10th, and I
no,
was wrong.
my boy, the house I went over yesterday, my boy house. Shout out to my peoples. They know who they is. Me and his brother, we said the 6 or the 7. And sure enough, and my boy, shout out to my boy's son. His son is in what, elementary, junior high. He set the 6, knocked him out completely in the 6. What was our debate earlier we had?
But it wasn't a clean knockout.
It wasn't a
Oh,
clean.
nah, that was a clean knockout. He was knocked all the way the fuck out till he walked
was not,
all the way out the goddamn ring. Yes,
I mean,
I
I've
mean,
seen better
watch
knockouts.
it again.
What I mean by
He
clean,
ran right into it.
he ran into
Protect
it.
yourself at all times.
It
First
wasn't-
thing you heard before you got in that ring.
But what
Before you
I mean,
started fighting.
what I mean by it wasn't clean was like it wasn't a deliberate shot. Like you can tell when Tank is taking them knockout shots. Like you can tell when he's throwing everything behind it.
Yeah, but he
That
even
was
said,
more of a counter. Like he was kind of reacting,
yeah,
and Rolly got caught slipping,
yeah.
Yeah.
and
He was
knocked
slipping.
him out. Yeah, like I think that's why I say it wasn't clean, but it
Yeah, 'cause
was.
I've seen better.
Yeah, it
I've
was.
seen better knockouts.
We've seen better knockouts from Tank.
Yeah, that's what I'm
We've
saying.
seen much
That's
better
what I'm saying.
knockouts from Tank.
I've seen better.
Nah,
And-
dude was fucked up. He was fucked up. He had to get an escort all to his way out. That wasn't
the
acting.
If
knockouts,
you
I
go
mean,
back and look at all of Tank's knockouts, it ain't many dudes that's just all of a sudden springing back to life right
nah,
after
they
him.
not.
So, but hold on, T. Let's pick it back off what you said earlier because you said some other bullshit that was we need to address that. You were saying that Rolly could have knocked out Tank. That's what you said.
So,
Am I lying?
I ain't even
Talk
gonna
to me.
hold you. Look, so
I'm listening.
So shout out to Tank. Shout out to Rolly.
Play the
Rolly, I hope you
violation
okay.
sound. Did somebody have that?
Rolly, okay. I seen him. He said he want a rematch. Rolly want a rematch.
What a
Rolly was
violation.
winning some of those rounds, and I give him that. He was winning some of the rounds, but he wasn't going to win. He wasn't going to win, though. I ain't see it.
I'm a big Tank fan, right? And I've seen all the fights Tank had. Rolly was giving Tank some hitters.
Absolutely.
What?
Bro,
Absolutely not. No, he was. It was cool. Yo,
did you not see that fight?
I watched
Tank
it.
Getting hit.
I rewinded it and everything.
Some of them hits, Tank was getting lucky because if he even wouldn't have grabbed him, Tank would have probably been down. Like Tank,
I don't know.
Like,
Tank was too fast for him.
Look,
Tank's speed was too fast for him. He was too fast for him. Dude mentally was off.
Tank
You know who?
is my boy.
Isaac Cruz was the best person that I seen against Tank. Was like, I don't think Tank will fight him again. He was a dog. Like Isaac Cruz, like I would say him in that fight was best. Him and Rolly, no, Rolly don't. Rolly, I bet you Rolly cannot beat Isaac Cruz. Bet money,
bro. I don't know who Isaac Cruz is, but if he
well,
fought,
I'm probably saying it wrong. That's
right. So I'm saying
No,
Tank
that's Isaac
last
Cruz.
fight though. Pitbull gave him.
Nigga, his real name Isaac Cruz.
Look, that's his name.
Yeah, see.
Excuse me.
That's who Tank fought in place
I
of
just-
Rolly the
yeah.
first time.
Okay.
Yeah, but I bet you, and your turn. I bet you,
Rolly.
I bet you Rolly can't beat Pitbull.
But see, Rolly had time to be prepared for Tank this time. He had extra. I shouldn't say he had time. He had extra time because the first time they were supposed to fight, which was last year around this time,
Okay,
in LA, he caught that domestic violence case.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And they had to pull him from the fight. And they slipped in another fighter. And Tank still fought.
Yeah.
Rolly didn't. So Rolly caught a break.
Okay.
And he was able to come back.
He had time.
He had time.
Yeah.
And he still look at that shit. Still was sloppy as hell.
Yeah.
I think
he got knocked out.
I think Rolly was trying to I have only seen one other of Rolly's fights.
I've never seen any.
And
me neither.
He seemed like, with the minimal knowledge that I had of him as a fighter, he just seemed real like, why he's not clean with it. He's not precise with it. Like, he fights for the brawl. He fights for the hype. He fights for almost.
That's what I got out of that.
He fights to the point where they are about like the ref was doing, about to take away points, but he gets right up to that because he just wants to get you mad. You know what I mean? He's only fighting to get, and he was his elbows.
Yeah, he just know how to fight. And he just want the fame from it.
He want the fame from it. He's not really thinking about the technical skill of being
right.
a fighter and hitting. He's a right hander.
But he's nice though. He know how to fight.
He knows how.
That's not what he's there for.
For me, you can tell when he's gonna hit you. You can kind of tell.
But he
just know how to make money from it.
Exactly. And when the fight was over, even in the 6th round, and they went back and showed the numbers showed themselves. You out here showboating and all this bullshit.
Yeah, he did all right though in the numbers. I was surprised.
And it was like his numbers were really low.
I didn't really get to see the numbers.
I don't really count the first couple rounds because it's like, yo, you gotta size somebody up, get the feeling.
2 rounds Rolly had, right?
No, I think they gave I think they gave rounds 2 and 3 to Rolly, and then Gervonta definitely had round 1 and round 4. It was really close.
Okay.
It was really close.
It was really close.
Had the fight gone the whole 12, it would have gone to the scorecards if nobody had really knocked each other out.
No, it wasn't. Oh yeah, yeah.
I had said the whole time it looked like it was going to end up a draw. Like I was fully
hell no. I was like, yo, my man frustrated.
Yeah, he was. Of course, he was.
Once I seen that, I was like, he ain't ready.
Let's be very clear.
Gervonta fast as fuck.
Very clear. Gervonta is also in his. This is what his 4th. I think this might be his 4th pay-per-view fight. He's new to pay-per-view, and I've been following.
That's just different check.
Hold on, I've been following Gervonta since before he had his pay-per-view fights. So I seen the man's walkout. Okay. And I've seen his walkout get progressively more elaborate, starting to feel himself, starting to have a good time, putting a little more thought into it. And this was the first time that he regressed in his walkout. My man's didn't even get no fresh lineup. My man's his struggle beard was starting to connect. You know what I mean? Like you could tell he meant business. Like he wasn't coming out here for no shit this time. And he really he was like, all right, we just go into the ring and we get into it. Like that is what it is. And you have to give it to him because that shows that he did take it serious. And he was in there.
And I think I look at them the same way. I look at Rolly like a guy that was training in boxing and he was good at it. I look at Tank like he had to do it and people was like, yo, you should box. And he just took off from there. It was like, I feel like Tank, he was him, Mayweather, them kind of fighters, though. It was boring for them to be like that. Whether I don't know if it was going to be fighting or any kind of sport, any kind of thing that whereas though they had to train like that, but they was in the shit. You could tell like Tank is he's a hood, he's a hood guy. Shout out to Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Like shout out to Baltimore. He come from Baltimore. Like, son, I know Baltimore. I've been out there many a times. Like I'm saying, so when I see people like him, I'd be like, yo, he's one of them ones. And it's one of them ones in every hood. And every hood is one of them ones. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Whoever's listening, y'all know who I'm talking about. Just that one that was like just same thing about Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford, like he like that too. He like that one young dirty boy that can't nobody, you don't fuck with him because you can't beat him. But you want to make jokes about him because he's dirty and all that, but you can't beat him. You know what I'm saying? When they come down to it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at Tank. Tank, he's a junkyard dog, man. You ain't fucking with him.
Rolly seems like the type of fighter to me the whole time. Like just
leading he's too much of a pretty boy.
I started following him on Instagram after the last fight when he called out Gervonta.
Shout out to
And
Rolly.
so
you got an extra fan.
no, not a fan. I
Mhm,
simply follow the
mhm.
people he's talking
She a
about.
fan.
Not at all. But he
He a
seems
good
like
fighter though, but he's just not
he
fucking with
seems
Tank.
like the type that is. I do believe that Rolly might be slightly. I ain't gonna say that.
She wanted to say
Touched.
retarded.
Now I don't want to say that. No, we're not gonna say retarded.
No. Okay, I'm sorry.
I feel like
I
he'll
definitely
do great in
think
movies.
that,
Sorry.
he
She
probably
He
does
might do
have
excellent in movies.
not down. No,
She tryna
I'm not.
say
I'm not gonna
He
diagnose
got
him.
a birth impediment. Did I say it right?
He may have an intellectual
Birth
disability.
impediment.
Okay,
Did I say it right?
you said it all the way wrong.
Okay.
But
well, whatever.
I
He got
do-
one of them.
But
Shit.
I do think that
Whatever the fuck.
Rolly probably to me he just really comes across as like the kid that got beat up.
He take medication, and that
was the
medication
bully-
make him strong.
No, he was bullied for so long, and he was like, one day, F all that. he was like,
Fuck,
I'm gonna
yeah.
become the bully, and I'm gonna just beat them to it. And now that I know that I can fight, I'm gonna beat them to it.
But he
and
probably
ain't
take
nobody gonna mess with
medication.
me. I would not doubt it that he takes some sort of.
Hey, see, it's
medicine.
crazy. So the first round, Rolly won 9-10.
Wow.
Second round, 9-10 Rolly. Third round, 9-10 Rolly. Fourth round, 9-10 Davis. What is that? Fifth round, 9-10 Rolly. Sixth round, knockout. Bam.
But
Rolly,
we have to give Gervonta his credit because his biggest criticism, remember, leading up to this fight was that he was fighting too many soft fighters. He wasn't fighting anybody that was gonna really take him to the mat and make him work.
Can't nobody fuck with Tank.
So
who can fuck with Tank?
I'm not saying
Ryan Garcia talking about December. He trying to fight Tank. Ryan Garcia. We're gonna see what happens. I still got Tank.
Pretty boy.
Didn't he just
like
announce
Garcia,
retirement? I like
Ryan Garcia. Nah, he only like 22-0.
Either him or Amir Khan. One of them just announced retirement.
Probably Amir Khan. I ain't hear, not Ryan. And I fuck with Errol Spence. Errol Spence. Yo, Errol Spence.
Okay, hey, so we had this conversation last night.
I'm a boxing nigga.
Errol Spence fight.
You say you what?
I haven't seen Errol Spence fight.
What?
I haven't on YouTube. No, I need to.
Danny Garcia. I'm sorry.
Danny Garcia.
Danny. Yeah. Shout out to Philly.
I fools with him.
Oh, he retired?
He's retiring March.
Yeah. He got his bread.
This year.
He got his bread. He's like, he done. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I never seen Errol Spence fight though, bro. And,
that's what I'm saying. And then you tried that. I know you didn't, because I could tell when you said Rolly had a chance with Davis. I'm like, oh, you don't watch boxing.
so what? Rolly lost to Spence or something?
Huh? No, Rolly is garbage, is what I'm saying. If you watch boxing, you would have seen that. Like, yo, hell no, he didn't stand a chance with him. But that was just what I was saying, because I'm like, Earl Spence, nice. Watch Earl Spence fight. If you ain't never watched Earl Spence fight, watch him. Watch Devin Haney. Watch
no. I've heard of Earl Spence. Sorry. Devin Haney is the guy I'm talking about. I've never seen Devin Haney. So I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. He get busy.
I like Earl Spence.
Yeah, Earl Spence get busy too. Like Earl Spence type, like goat is.
They was talking about Haney.
And Sean Porter. Shout out to Sean Porter. I fuck with Sean Porter too.
I fuck with him, but he got beat up by his boy though.
Yeah, Terrence Crawford a monster though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't. Yeah, Terrence Crawford. That's what I'm saying. Terrence Crawford, another Gervonta Davis. Like, they got that same. Yo, I'm that young boy. I'm that dirty young boy. That's like, yo, you kept fucking with me, and now y'all can't really fuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
but he cool though. He cool with everybody. He just don't like when people fuck with him. You could. That's what I get. That's what I get from them too. Like, that's the kind of fighters they is. They like, yo, I could whoop your ass, but I choose not to. Because before I used to. And then there's some niggas that's like, yo, I learned how to fight. Who want to fuck with me? You know what I'm saying? It's two different type of niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel about with them. You know what I'm saying? And what's my other man name? I always fuck up his name. Shakur Stevenson, I think it is. He another one.
I like him. He's so small, but he's a good fighter. And I think I'm anxious to see how
Isaac Cruz though, like
how he starts. I want to see Shakur Stevenson in his next, like, the next 4 years. Like, I'm really
I give him like 3-4 years. You got to fight somebody with a name.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him really move up and really kind of like develop.
Because you ain't a fighter till you fight somebody with a name. That's how that really go for real.
Which,
Like,
and
don't nobody give a fuck. You can go 70-0, but if it wasn't against nobody that was a fighter, that shit don't matter because anybody can go there and fight a bunch of fucking amateurs.
So here's a question for you, DB, because Shakur Stevenson he's one of those, he's lightweight too, right?
Mm-hmm. He one of them
little dudes, yeah. So like, do you think Gervonta now is that name for the lightweight division? Like now they got to start coming through him.
Nah. Because you still got a bunch. It ain't that many middleweight, heavyweight. It ain't that many of them.
I wouldn't even want to see that fight.
Who?
Then that means I would have to pick a side now.
Hell yeah, you pick a side. Oh, I'll be betting. So I could pick a side easy. If that
happens, who y'all picking?
If who happened? Who?
Gervonta and Shakur.
I'm taking Gervonta. I don't think Shakur could be. I don't think he don't got enough. He don't got enough training skills in the field.
Shakur would have to move up, right? He would have to move up to be.
He would have to definitely gain some weight.
Gervonta can move down.
Gervonta's not.
No, well, yeah, that don't make sense.
Why would he's not moving down?
That's going down a lot.
Yeah, I think if anything, Gervonta's competition would be in the next class up. But
Ryan Garcia, I feel like that's gonna be a banger, and I'm taking Tank. I'm gonna try to call the sports of it. They're gonna probably have it Tank in the favor of maybe 430, negative 430. My bettors know what I'm talking about.
Oh, bro, that knockout was cold for real.
It might be a negative 330, or 250.
See, this is what pretty good. Follow Rolly, because I went back to his last post that he posted yesterday before the fight and read the comments.
What did it say? What the comments say?
Somebody asked, "Hey, are you awake yet?" We know.
Wow.
Did you pack your pajamas for your nighttime sleep? How are we feeling after Tank knocks you into the third dimension?
Wow, that's crazy.
Bet you won't talk anymore.
Hey, fans.
Yeah. Did y'all see the Martin meme when Martin fought Tommy Hearns?
Yeah.
I seen another meme that was like, "Yo, when you trying to unplug your charger from behind the bed."
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, bro. If them ropes wasn't there, Rolly would have went into the crowd straight
That's
up.
What everybody
straight
said.
up crowd.
He would have straight fell on his face if he was in the center of the ring.
Yeah, he would have fell on his face.
Listen, his legs were more. His legs
noodle. He was noodle all the way out.
They were worse than Deontay Wilder.
Shout out to Deontay. That's my boy.
Wilder had noodle legs.
And Gypsy King, my boy too. He get busy.
Listen, I'm mad about it too. I'm mad about.
But if you watch Gypsy though, Gypsy, that motherfucker, he's a robot. That motherfucker on coke or something.
No, Deontay, if you listening, we still bomb squad over here.
We bomb squad, but I'm mad at you, bro. You didn't do.
I ain't mad at him.
Fucking trained enough, bro. You fucking trying to do this Hollywood shit. Get back to the original Deontay Wilder, the one that we grown to love. Get back out there and start whooping some ass.
The one where the mask was only this much over his face.
Fuck that mask shit. Fuck all that bullshit. Come on. How you first came out when you was an amateur. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that flashy shit. But shout out to you.
But nah, all that goes off of what kind of guys that you really fight. You gotta have some competition in your weight class for you to be somebody. If not, you better make some competition. Start calling people out, making people up their rank or what, you know what I'm saying? Like how Canelo did. And shout out to Canelo, how Canelo you fucking try to get his weight up to fight and Bull was sharp. Bull was sharp from Russia.
Hey,
he was sharp, boy.
Canelo last fight he lost?
Yeah.
I didn't even see it, bro. I didn't he lost?
I know. That's what he said.
DB told you what you didn't watch.
I tried to tell him like what? He did lose. He did lose, and dude was nice.
Only boxing I watch, bro, is like the dudes who I like. All these other dudes, I don't be watching them, bro.
I'm the same way, except I'll watch everybody, but the only fights I'm paying for, I'm not even gonna front you, is Deontay Wilder and Gervonta Davis. I'm not paying for nobody else's pay-per-view.
Low key, and that's who I've
like. Just only because I've followed both of them from like PBC on Fox on like Thursday nights,
for sure.
Like when
I
can't say that. I got a couple people. I would depending on who they fighting, I would pay for it. Like Earl Spence last fight was a good ass fight. If y'all ain't see that one,
Earl
Spence last fight. Who the fuck did he fought?
bald, the little funny looking dude.
Fuck, I can't remember. It was a good ass fight though. Like
The
he
funny
was,
looking dude, right?
yeah, he had just came back from his surgery and everything. Like I was like, I wanted to see how he performed. Yo, that motherfucker performed, dog. Like, I can't think of the fucking guy name. Damn, my bad, my boy. I can't think of your name. Damn, but yeah, but Earl Spence last fight. I can't think of the guy name who fought.
Yugas.
I believe it could have been. It could, yeah, that might have been it. That might have been it. And he was good, but nah, it was like, yeah, that was a good.
Yugas.
Earl was showing off. I was like, this nigga can fight. I don't know. I guess like fucking boxing, UFC. That's my shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so look, when I was younger, I never really was into boxing and I like the UFC shit.
Now my uncle got me into boxing.
I've always
Shout out
was
to my
like,
Uncle Junior, man.
why are these motherfuckers fighting for no reason? Like fighting for money. Like that shit it was stupid to me.
But nah, because
like the shit.
you got to understand the sport of boxing. That's the thing. A lot of people don't understand the sport of boxing.
Growing up from where you come from, if people fighting, they fighting because somebody said something disrespectful or did something disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? So when you see fighting on TV, it's like who did what disrespectful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but like you
said,
said,
boxing not that. Boxing not about fighting.
But like I said, I know that, like you said, when I got older, I've learned.
I think
what boxing was about.
I think now it's about fighting. Like if you get too explosive,
nah, it's boxing.
You get one.
If you think boxing about fighting, you're gonna lose.
No. I'm not saying.
What is it about?
No. I'm not. Hold on. I'm not saying that boxing is about fighting. What I'm saying is like now the fight, like that brawl shit, is what leads up. Like now that's super duper into like the hype of the fights. So like you got more people tuning in to the press conferences and to the weigh-in. We can boil it back down to Gervonta and Rolly. Like look at what happened and like Tank pushed that whole man off the stage.
But it didn't even look like he pushed him with force. It looked like he barely tapped him.
He just tapped him. You know what I mean? But that's to get him riled up, to get to fight up here.
Or stage. That was stage.
Yeah. Exactly.
It was all stage.
That's what I was gonna say.
I mean,
that's what people said. People a lot of say, they were saying
that. It was stage. That sold the fight.
Or even when you had what's his name, one of them Paul brothers tip Floyd's hat off at the thing. You know, like,
that's all a tactic.
It's all about but I think like now
I ain't gonna lie, I paid for that fight. I paid for that fight.
I went to somebody else.
Now, did you pay for that fight because of that reason?
Nah, hell no. I wanted to see Floyd whoop on some ass.
It was an exhibition.
Even though you knew he wasn't going to, even though you knew he wasn't going to really fuck him up because it wasn't nothing against that.
Exposition. Boxing is boxing. If you get in, you get in. Ain't no exposition. So you're fighting for your life.
Nah, it's different because when you're fighting for a belt versus you just fighting just for fun, that's a big fucking difference.
For fun, you're not going to give your all?
So here's a question then.
No, not if I'm, why would I injure myself for nothing?
So that means you're capable at any time.
That's like, why you think the Pro Bowl suck? The Pro Bowl suck because they're not trying to hit each other and not get paid for it.
I got a question for you, DB. Then if that's the case, do you consider Jake, what is it? Isn't it Jake Paul and Logan
Both
Paul?
of them, they brothers.
Do you consider them valid boxers?
I consider brother, maybe the younger brother.
I consider them.
Maybe the younger brother, not the oldest one. Nah.
I consider them valid promoters.
I mean, of course, better than me.
They're hella promoters.
Better than me.
You say so? You think they are valid in terms of
promotion? They trained how to fight, which made them become good. Because anything that you practice, you're gonna be good at, no matter what the fuck it is, and no matter who you are, right?
Right.
But when it came to what they do, they're great promoters. They know how to grab people's attention and keep people locked in and make people pay for it. So if you ask me, I wouldn't say they're a great boxer. They're good promoters that learned how to fight.
So they're kind of like they're the entertainer versus the actual skill.
They know how to draw a crowd.
Yeah, kind of like if you have certain people who sing. Some people are straight up vocalists, but then some people are like, vocals ain't too hot, but your showmanship is on point.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Me personally, I just don't like all the shit talking they be doing, bro. Like,
It's part of the game.
bro,
So look, let me give you the logic to it, right? I'm gonna give
family,
you the logic. I'm gonna give you the logic. This is just like basic human logic, right? I'm gonna ask you a question. I already know the answer. So imagine if you're going to high school and you got that one guy that talks shit to every fucking body. What's the one thing you gonna wish happened to him?
he get his ass whooped.
You'll pay to see that happen.
I definitely will pay to see that happen.
And that's what sell fights.
So what's the difference between that and a professional?
It's no difference. That's how you sell fights. If I talk shit saying can't nobody beat me, and you say I'm about to fight somebody, you're gonna be like, oh shit, I'm gonna pay. And the only way you can watch this fight is to pay. You're gonna pay to watch me get my ass whooped because I talk shit the way I do. And then when I win, you're gonna be like, fuck, I can't wait till the next one. I'm gonna pay for the next one because he's gonna lose soon. And then you go 50-0. Shout out to Floyd.
Shout out to Floyd.
Floyd's a fucking genius. Floyd is a boxing genius, dog.
Definitely.
Case in
Anybody
point,
fucking with Floyd. Sorry.
Look at Rolly. Case in point, look at Rolly. Nobody cared who Rolly was until he decided to call Rolly out on an undercard fight. Yeah. On an undercard fight. He wasn't even on the main event of the fight that he called Gervonta out on.
And Gervonta just left under Floyd can't. Floyd is he's the fucking genius. Shout out to Floyd, man. That's my boy.
Definitely shout out to Floyd.
Yeah, that's my boy.
If you look at it like that, nobody knew who Rolly was.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden,
like
he just kept talking. Like DB says, he just kept talking, kept putting up the little memes, kept putting up the jokes, kept doing all of that.
But I'll see all of that shit. It goes to it makes a fight. If you see, just like when he pushed him off the stage, people probably was like, "Oh shit, this is gonna be a good one." He pushed him off the stage. I'm gonna buy this ticket. I want to watch this fight. That's how that go. Or I'm gonna order it on pay-per-view. They was wild. You should have seen this. It makes it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Like, but it's all about who can really do it in that motherfucking ring. And you could tell there's certain people that got it, and then there's certain people that's just trained to be good at it, and that's why they there.
Yeah, no, you're right. You are definitely right. So yeah,
boxing my shit, man. Like I boxing the UFC is like I don't know what it is. My uncle, when I was a kid, my uncle used to watch boxing a lot, and he used to make me sit there and watch that shit. I used to be like, yo, it was boring as hell. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Then after a while, we had no choice but to keep watching it. Then he used to always tell me like, yo, this young boy Mayweather, man, he gonna be the greatest. Yo, I'm telling you, he gonna be greatest. And I kept watching him ever since then. You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, that's what got me into boxing from my Uncle Junior. God bless his soul. Like my Uncle Junior put me on the boxing. He made me watch. And I'm saying it just made me addicted to it after that. It was just like, because I understand at first I was like, why they in there just fighting? Then I started noticing what the game was about. That shit ain't about fighting. It's about how many times can I hit you without you hitting me? And that's why I say Mayweather he a genius, because he figured out how to fucking not get hit that much. But give out, and that's how you win fights. I don't gotta knock you out. I can hit you 100 times. You hit me 12. Nigga, I don't give a fuck if them 12 was hard. You almost knocked me out. I hit you 100 times. I won.
Yeah,
that's the game of boxing. And once,
you
can tell fighters that understand that, and then you can tell fighters that understand. Like Rolly, I don't get that from Rolly. I get Rolly like, yeah, I know how to fight. Ooh, I fuck a nigga up. Versus Gervonta, like, all right, cool. I'm gonna play my shit, and I already know I know how to fight, so I'm not saying I'm gonna fuck him up. I just got to figure out how can I figure out his combination so he can't hit me, and then I can hit him more, and I'm gonna catch him with some shit and knock him the fuck out.
No, Rolly was definitely trying to get him on some brawl shit, like
definitely,
and that's why he got knocked the fuck on out. Walk his ass right the motherfucker, and he can fight. He can fight.
Yeah, no, Tank. Shout out to Tank.
The people he was talking about, I feel like he can't fuck with. Like he was talking about, if he could, he was saying, and I seen this on TV. Tank couldn't fuck with he couldn't fuck with Pitbull. Then I hit harder than both of them put together. That's exactly what he said out of his mouth. I feel like
that's what he said.
I feel like Isaac Cruz, aka Pitbull, will fuck Rolly up. And he probably, depending on how he feel, he might do it faster than the fucking 6. Wow. Like you can't, he different. He different. I'm gonna keep saying that too. Once I see him fight Tank and the way that he fought, I was like, yeah, he can fight. That's one of them niggas that's like, you get into a fight where you be like, yo, I ain't about to fight him every day, but I got my shit off and he got his shit off. And it's respect, but it's like, I ain't gonna fight him every day. Pitbull a beast. Fuck with him. I ain't gonna hold you. And And my bad for dragging the boxing, you know what I'm saying, that long. But yeah, I said that's my shit.
That's good.
I feel it. I enjoy boxing too.
I like
And
boxing.
I ain't a super boxing geek. I just fairly watch it a lot. Like I'm saying, every now and when I can.
Hey, what was that fight? It was a one fight when you predicted and you said it.
Oh yeah, I told your ass. I was like, who was that? That was
you said it.
It was before. It wasn't Tank. It wasn't Tank. Who was it before?
Who was it? Damn.
I think it was Gervonta. Was it the? Nah, it wasn't Wilder. It wasn't Wilder. It wasn't Wilder either.
Charlo,
who the fuck?
Crawford.
It might have been. It might have been Crawford.
I think it was that Crawford and that what's the name fight? Crawford and we just said his name.
My bad. Sean Porter. My bad.
Sean Porter.
Right, I think it might have been that one. Yeah, I think it might have been that one. And I told you the exact round. I was like, nah. Sean Porter, nice, but I'm telling you, that nigga Terrence Crawford junk. I'm telling you, he like Patrick Beverly of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he one of them people that's like he changed the game for real. They changed the game.
Is like the Patrick Beverly.
He like a Patrick Beverly, Dennis Rock. Like he changed the game. Like he's one of them niggas that's just like, yo, he get busy. Like he get busy. Like he been. You could tell he been getting busy before boxing. Somebody told him like, yo, you should train in boxing. You'll be good at it. That's how he got into that. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel about the Russian boy that beat up Conor McGregor. Khabib, he the same way. It was just like, yo, you can do this, but yo, you should train and you'll be even better. And they just was like, they wanted them elite. You know what I'm saying? You can't really fuck with them. Like it's certain people like that. You know what I'm saying? There's many more. I ain't watch everybody on. Like I said, I'm not a super duper fanatic. Like it's somebody up here that can definitely be like, yo, I bet you don't know this. Yes, I probably don't know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I know it all. But what I'm saying is when it comes to this shit, it's certain shit you can see. And I'll be watching it. And yeah, I'll be right. And I bet on it. You know what I'm saying? That's why they call Mr. Two Pick Bang.